Tell me if we hear it better.
Here we are in the land of the mimic men. You run from the pain, but the jokes pull you back again. And home is home, so you say, Hail Trinity. And then you talk about the love of liberty. But then the forge is the first one of the anthem. You see, we so damn corrupt, that is the problem. But then them teeth you ignore, so now you're working. And for your children's sake, man, you ain't joking. The future God bless them, look in the school bag. Future knife, future gun, future jail yard. Future pay for you, your wife or your mama. But before you give a brother, just remember,
share the video.
It's just another day in paradise. I tell you, look how this town nice. It's just another day in paradise. Oh, look how this town nice. Take your punch and then you roll. That's the only way you get some control. Take your punch and fire back and then you roll. Oh, the only way you get some control. Hey!
How the volume? How the volume?
Take it down. Long ago, every mother and father wanted their children to be doctor or lawyer. So now we full up with doctor and lawyer. Knife in the hand or a wig on the head, son. The new Greeks, the old leaders say, beat your box on every break away. But that was then, but now it's peace we creating. A funny thing though, the era's relating. Cause when a gorgon shoot another gorgon, the doctor job is to stitch up the organ. The lawyer job is to keep them out of jail. Keep back on the street, terror in your team. Just another day in paradise. I tell you, look how this town nice. It's just another day in paradise. Oh, look how this town nice. Take your punch and then roll. That's the only way you get some control. Take your punch and fire back and then roll. Oh, the only way you get some control, yeah. You want it, children, don't you be blue. Forgive us for killing the good in some of you. We bring you in the world just to mash up your mind. I tell you, so shouts the Lord of the swine. But in this land of the wandering soul, making yourself is the only way you control. In spite of this, your key to the light. Your fight will be alright, just hold tight. The cable on the cable, the Nike psychology egg. Them are better than we. They're real intent to let them drop down your bench. Believe in yourself and the chant going to make sense. Oh yeah, just another day in paradise. I tell you, look how this town nice. It's just another day in paradise. Oh, look how this town nice. Take your punch and then roll. That's the only way you get some control. Take your punch and fire back and then roll. And the only way you get some control.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Another day in paradise. People thinking Phil Collins because of the name. David Rudder sang it first. Kendall Baggy like in a mood. Alright. So everybody, I want you to do me a huge favor. Because we're going to do a little science tonight, you know. We're going to do a little science. I want everybody, please, do me a favor right now. Dave, don't say water park in Belmont. That's a rent fellow who want to try and buy it. Do me a favor, everybody, right now, just take a minute and just click share on the video, please. Because too many people telling me that they're not getting notifications, that they're not seeing me post something wrong. So we have to take some time over the next couple of days and fix it. So how are we going to fix it? Right now, I want everybody, please, if you don't mind, share the video, please. Share the video for me. Please. Thank you. The whole country is a water park. Indeed. If you could, do me that favor. Actually, the opening song for the show, but I needed you all to hear David Rudder. The future is the children's school bag. Another gun, another knife, another jail yard. You hear the way that man used to assemble lyrics, boy? This was supposed to be the opening song. Share it up, share it up, share it up. Let everybody know we're here.
Yeah, well, this is the water. All the time. Get ready to flow. Here we go. It's all about blood in the street. When you see me coming down, blowing all over the town. Join up like a wassail.
Don't share it in groups, just click share on your timeline and share it, that's all. On your timeline. Masha breaks there, Masha. Slow your roll. Let me get in the talk. People just tell me, we come here for talk, we come here for music. Slowly roll with that. It's get a little bit of everything on this live because you know, that's my style. So anyway, rain fell. You all noticed? We had rainfall today. Nicholas, I don't mind, you can share it everywhere. Share it everywhere, but the first and most important place to share it is on your timeline. Yeah, share it on your timeline. You see, Moransha, I like all the jokes, PNM, Water Park, let me make all the jokes in the world, but let me don't stop at the jokes now. You know, let me don't stop there. There are too many of us, and I saying this all a week, because I want us to be fighting. We have a PM who blatantly don't care. We have never had a PM who cared. Whoever it is just posted that, not one of them cared. When you thought Kamala was caring, it's because Kamala was pelting out contracts for Kamala friends. And they don't have to ask no price. Just send the friggin' bill. I remember when Emmanuel George tell me that. Boy, you see them a hole in the road. Nobody ain't taking time to send no quotation. Fix it. Shock doctrine in your rukung katung. Anyway. Let me don't stop at the jokes now. Let me get beyond the jokes. We laughing. I'm telling y'all, months now, 11,000 people fail CXC. Newsday go on and bring a CXC story that say 11,000 people get 0 results in the region. But I want you to understand, it's about 6 or 8 countries that make up the region, and it's them tiny little countries like St. Kitts and Nevis and Cayman Islands and nothing countries, Trinidad and Jamaica. But that wasn't the issue. The issue is not who gets 0 marks in CXC. The issue is in Trinidad and Tobago, more than 50% of our children do not graduate. And Mr. Castani, PNM alderman, trying to come and put couture in the water, but I want him to hear, even, and I have to tell somebody that, even if that was it today, even if it was 11,000 people in the region, that's still madness. Total madness. Who is this guy? This is the sexiest man on your Facebook. Lock it and load it. Chuto. Not about the sexiest guy, but somebody just asked, who is this guy? I know, like he can't read and PNM education gave them pressure. Wonder what Belmont residents who voted PNM are saying now. Sanchos, they voted PNM 56 years and running rat race in the river. You think them care? You think them care? Dave Lux, you're going to run out of country to list for them to look at. The truth of the matter is, we as a people in Trinidad and Tobago have allowed ourselves to be spoiled and broken. We're broken. As a nation, we should have douglarized this country long time. Long time. We were supposed to douglarize this country long time. You see this bullshit racism that kept the PNM and the UNC alive? All you shoot all yourself in all your foot. Not me. Not me, you know. Not me. And I'm saying that with pride. But I vote for Rowley in 2010. Imagine that. I grew up with Rocky Garcia. Me and Rocky Garcia grew up in Woodbrook together, playing cricket, thief a policeman bike, stormed the Oval on the back of a Brinks truck. We literally grew up in Woodbrook and we grew up hard. But when the Congress of the People put Rocky Garcia as the candidate for the COP, I tell them all that to be mad. Could you imagine 2 Anil Roberts in the parliament? That's what you're gonna get. And Rocky's a nice guy. He's a nice guy to go and drink and lime with. Rocky's not a man to put in the parliament for Diego Martin West. To do what? Rocky ain't know about this kind of thing. But that's where our politics had reached. And out of the choices, Rocky Garcia and Keith Rowley, at the time, 2010, Keith Rowley was the lesser evil. Believe it or not. The lesser evil. Because the COP, after the cutters they get in 2007, which was literally a cutters, because we got 160,000 votes. But they were only in it to win it. And they lost sight of that. So they were pelting people, populous people in positions. And I guess winning by all means, at all costs, gets us the jackassery that we have. Your choices cannot continue to be undereducated shithounds and shit snakes. Look at your entire parliament. Somebody sent a voice note to somebody else that say, that man Philip Alexander, he right and he bright and everything he's saying is true. But people ain't gonna vote for him because of how he's saying what he's saying. And you know what I want to say to that person? I hope you are paying attention to me now when I say this. And I know they're gonna expect me to say something that's like kiss my ass. I'm not saying that. I want to say this. If you do not understand that it is not the how, but the what, if you don't get that, because if high-sounding lies, comforting lies, has gotten you a ruined country, China's ruined, completely broken, you have a situation where certain people get an education, everybody else get a certificate. And I'm serious. I'm not even motivated to try anymore, to be honest, with these things, you know. I mean, I fed up argue. A fella named Simon who, every time I post something, he writes on it, every politician, another politician, all the politicians. And I had to ask him today, I said, Simon, that is your whole role in the conversation. All politicians is the same. I said, that may be so. All they want the federalness. I said, Simon, if I want the federalness, I'd join the PNM and the UNC. All politicians is the same. I said, Simon, have you ever done anything for this country? Are you even in the country? Have you ever dipped in your pocket and spent $5 to help build something else? All you're prepared to do is sit on the sidelines, cuss who in power, cuss who was in power, and cuss who trying to come and fix it. So your whole role in the politics is to cuss. They spoil you. They break your mind. They make you feel that sitting down, pissing your pants in a dark suit, giving yourself a warm feeling, but you're getting nothing done because you're accomplishing nothing. And I had to tell him the amount of things I did. It is I who fought for handicapped spaces. It's still not yet law, but businesses now, because I got Massey and the malls to put handicapped spaces, so all the other businesses think it's law and they're copying it too. Is I do that? Is I solve Diego Martin traffic? Is I put the 25,000 people on the road, the Justice for Children march that forced Glenn Ramadan Singh, that frightened Glenn Ramadan Singh, and they run in the parliament and passed the children's bill into the children's law. It was languishing for 20 years. Come now, I don't want to talk, I ain't no Rasta man, but I know what I do. I out here a long time. It is, I ain't tongue long time. Chuck does say I ain't tongue long time. Listen, I could go and live and work in Britain, United Kingdom, England, and I could go and live and work in Canada. And I have the means to organize myself, because if you don't know, you can buy yourself into America if you have the money to invest. And I could go to the United States of America and I could live and work. A lot of this fight that I fight here is for one selfish reason, you know, that all them fancy places I could go, I love Trinidad and Tobago. And I don't want to leave my country, but I know, boy, it getting hard, like dry coconut. I watched St. Francois Valley Road today. I watched the bullshit paving that they put down for those people in Belmont raise up like a tablecloth with water. And somebody going and get $100 million contract to come back and fix that. And nobody cares. It doesn't seem like we care. And what's the point? What's the point? Yesterday I had to watch, no lie. Somebody tried to attack me, but it was a fake profile attacking a fake profile for a comment made to another fake profile. And I said, we gone down some kind of political wormhole. I'm not even in conversations with real people anymore. I mean, what to do now? So many good people have stepped up and have given of their life and their time and their treasure to try. We can't even recognize, you know, it's like we're drowning and we can't even tell lifeguard from shark. To Helen say what all people understand as their power for change is worse than that. It's like, and because Sunday morning I asked, because I said Eric Williams a shit on. We could have had, they have a fella who missing all the teeth in the top half of the front of his mouth. In his park cars downtown and wash cars on South Key. He would have made a better prime minister than Eric Williams. Eric Williams was a rank shit on. To the people who don't want to hear this, lie to yourself because he black and you black, but Eric Williams was a rank shit on. He was probably the biggest shit on prime minister we ever had, Eric Williams. He was a crook. He was a dictator. He was a nasty, nasty man. Eric Williams. That man, father of the nation, my red ass. Eric Williams put in train the most disgusting, corrupt, incompetent, dysfunctional nation in the world. Eric Williams' daughter is a thief. Eric thief and gives she money. And she all over the world, priming she has, but she never do nothing to earn a cent in her life. She have money to lend Trinidad. The whole band of them, Johnny O'Halloran, Gomes, the entire band, Eric Williams' inner circle was Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. The man nasty and stink. I wish I could find his bones. I would dig it up and piss on it. Eric Williams was the nastiest thing that ever happened to this country. And this is a country that had Manning, Kamla, Pandy and Rowley. 4 bandits. 4 leaders of 4 bandit clans. This country have all of that. And Eric Williams was a historian. When it was fashionable, he ride the backs of black people. If it's one thing he learned how to do, is saddle and bridle black people. Eric Williams, he is a master manipulator. I give him that. But you see, the grandchildren of Africa in Trinidad and Tobago, they had nowhere to turn. They end up with NJAC leading them of all things. I watch Rowley, this disgusting son of a bitch. He and Stuart Young and Faris and Colm had a sports day in Chaguanas and bring a big black woman wrap up in a yellow sari and send 2 PLM guerrillas to take off she sari. What's the message, Kitos? What's the message? You want to mash it up, ain't? That's all you know, you nasty, stinking gutter rat. When I tell you, when I watch this jackass shit snake of a prime minister we have, I feel sick. Not for his stupidity, for his lack of decency. That is what you do? That is what you do to send a message to who? To send a message to who? You nasty, nasty man. I watch little disgusting Stuart Young rolling about like a jackass on the ground. When I tell you, this entire government, and the only problem is the opposition waiting to finish what they do. Waiting. He wasn't calling no supporters, Ames. I find out, I hear. It's big war going on inside the PNM right now because there are certain Syrian cabal that doing what they want, and Imbert and Faris and I think Rowley say his job is to save the PNM from imps. Is Imbert he was talking about? Imbert. But even all of that, I mean, again, lost in this conversation, Trinidad is broken because its people's minds were broken. And I don't know if I could fix it. I don't know. I have all the logic, all the knowledge, all the intelligence in the world. I can bring you every solution to every problem because people say, yeah, boy, Frank, that will work. They don't like me. They don't like me. But they have to respect that the solutions to the problems all will work. They can't fight them. They fight me. They'll say the worst things about me. But they can't deal with the fact that everything that we've put forward as a solution could work. But I really don't know. I don't know what to do again. I don't know if people can be educated beyond the chains that they worship in. It's like, brother man, I am hearing people say to me, yes, we know we up to we neck and shit, but this is PNM shit, we good with it. How you fix that? How you fix that? How do you do that? How do you undo a broken mind? The people in Belmont today who get washed away, everything lost. PNM go fix it. Gemma, we have a fantastic team. I ain't saying no. I just talking for me. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm doing this long time. But what I'm tired, you see, what's take away your passion is when you realize, somebody say it's like administering medicine to the dead. We are administering, some people, we are like administering medicine to the dead. When 75% of the people don't vote and 24% vote for PNM, we had to know we in trouble. We in trouble. And they don't have to care about my opinion. Rowley don't have to care about my opinion. Kamala don't have to care about my opinion. They just had to wait and do their thing. They don't have to care. I swear to you, tonight, if we had public office, we fix everything in Trinidad. There is nothing that you can't ask me, that you can't say is a problem in Trinidad and Tobago, that we can't give you an immediate solution to. Nothing. There's not one thing. There's nothing that you could say, that you could think that is wrong with Trinidad and Tobago that we can't fix except the politics. The racist, cultist politics. I don't know. And it's not like the people stupid. Because, I mean, somebody telling me tonight, he said the same people that voting for these shithounds are the ones at the bottom, are the ones that suffer the consequences, are the ones that can't own homes, that can't afford food, that are victims of the worst crime, whose families are most at risk, who have no proper education, no proper health care. Their houses in the lagoon, when it floods, them flooding first. These are the people who die hard for PNM and UNC, and I don't know how to get them to trust. Rudy Paul said the issue is trust, and I don't think he's wrong. How to get them to trust? What do you have to do? I'm not Christ. I don't want the dead for this cause. If Trinidad have to be a bandit paradise, you know what? It's not my country alone. We here. We fighting. I'm not even trying to motivate my people anymore. And they're still here fighting up. But I'm telling you, It's sickeningly sad. Sickeningly sad. Rainfall today. Rainfall today and ground this country to a halt. To a halt. Scott Timmy telling me get the youths. Scott, the youth's not interested, boy. The youth's not interested. The youth's worse. The youth's not even present. They're not even present. They ain't trying to think. You know, anybody with money could come along and chain them up and swing them. I mean, I even shared this stinking post with Rowley and Lisari. They're so nasty, stink and dirty. They have no self-respect. How could that be our leaders? How? How could that be our leaders? How could that in the parliament? You know what? It doesn't even matter. I don't even have to ask these questions anymore. It doesn't. I don't know if it makes sense. I watched David Rudder. I watched Sparrow. I watched Gypsy. I watched Tony Hernandez. They play. I watched so many people sing. Chalk Dust, Explainer. So many people sing. So many good journalists who gone on to their final reward and fighting. I want Michael Harris, Raoul Pantin. Watch them fight up for this. So many Lincoln Myers. So many good people, Clive Pantin, pass through and fight this fight. I would have to be the most arrogant, narcissistic son of a bitch to think that I could do what they can't do. Charlene Ali said we need Steven Seagal. This is a country that would have made Gandhi cuss. No lie. Trinidadians are the problem. And I know that it is the PNM that did it. I know they brought Saul Alinsky. I mean, everything. You're talking about this bunch of people that they brought from the States to tap phones and chat social media. But PNM doing Saul Alinsky since '62. Socialist policies designed to enslave, to entrap, to keep people under-functional. Barely functional. You eat because I give you food. Rain don't wet you because I take the treasury money and build that house for you. Derek Benjamin saying we have to fight. Fight who? Where you going and fight, bro? There's nothing here to fight. Fight for what? Trinidadians, right now, don't give a shit. Look at Tobago. They are literally enslaving the people to Tobago. They're not even trying to do it in the dark, you know. They're doing it in bright light. What they're doing with sandals, what they're doing with sandals and Tobagonians and the THA, they're not even hiding it. It's like, if you couldn't believe, people want to bad talk Naipaul. When they asked Naipaul if he had anything to say about Trinidad, he said, we are a brutish people. We're only interested in what we, I want to quote him correctly. Naipaul said, we're only interested in basically they have the saying about a Trinidadian. If we can't eat it or screw it, we just kill it. Naipaul, well, he didn't say that, but he practically said that. Say, you don't have nothing to say about Trinidad. Dot, he said Trinidad and Tobago is a dot in the ocean, is irrelevant and inconsequential. He lied. When the oil and gas run out, the Chinese don't take the petrol. The Chinese sold us shit. The Chinese lent us money to build Taruba and Couva and Napa Sapa Tapa. They lent us that money to build Couva Hospital, Taruba Stadium, Napa Sapa Tapa. And then they sent their contractors to get the jobs that we paid with the loan money, and we still owe in China. Rudy Curry telling me, the High Commissioner to India, he resigned. He wrote the Prime Minister and told him about theft, broad daylight. Prime Minister ignore him. He resigned, the Prime Minister accept the resignation. What to tell you again? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not upset, eh? Because I've done this for a long time. I mean, I'm still here. It's just so many people tell me, boy, you're wasting your time. Trinidadians can't fix. Can't fix. You don't want to hear this tonight. You want to hear some bullshit. Let me tell some jokes, play some music. It doesn't make sense. People want to sit down and hear the policies and clap. But for what? For what? For what? Faris tell them, we're going to move the courthouse to the jails and save transporting prisoners. Everybody clap. 6 months pass. You didn't do nothing. It was to shut you up. And you shut up. I said, build the Naipaul Literature Institute next to the Dana Sitahal Academy for Law and the University for Media Ethics, Raoul Pantin. And I just laughed. I said, bitch, please, this is Trinidad. We don't care about that here. We don't. Dave Lux, stop talking shit about that kind of thing on my thread, please. Thanks. The whole country is strongholds. Trinidadians either do not give a shit or are sycophantic, racist to two cults. Now, Eric Williams created that. He called the East Indian community a recalcitrant minority. He created, this is how it is done, divide and conquer. And you buy it. You all just buy it wholesale. You just buy it wholesale. And I don't understand how it was so easy. It was so easy. Because I'm not discouraged, you know. I mean, when I say, I don't have the zeal anymore. I don't know if, I know I could fix every problem. But the politics of Trinidad and Tobago, we can't fix that. For as long as people are racist, we have nowhere to go. Nowhere at all to go. And we put out a big attempt, and we refused to get involved with the corrupt racist parties just to get office. It was never just about office. Cedric, I'm not giving up. But look this week here. This team works so hard. Michelle Davis, such a hard-working, beautiful woman. They work so hard to have a cottage meeting in Point Fortin and got a very small turnout. Trinidadians not ready. We not. I will be here to serve, to help as much as I can. I want to push as hard as I can to help people try to change it, but I no longer believe I could free fools from chains they revere. I didn't make that statement up. Somebody else said that. I think it was, I'll tell you who. And I free fools from Voltaire. It's difficult to free fools from the chains they revere. There's this other one, Harriet Tubman. I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. I talk in this here and it doesn't matter. Animal Farm. Read Animal Farm. It's like Trinidad. It's like written for Trinidad. And it's like, you could hold that up to people. You could show them the pictures. You could read it page by page. It doesn't seem to matter. They are East Indian sycophants for the UNC and Afro-Trini sycophants for the PNM who don't care that half a boat can float. As long as they in control of the rudder when the ship sink, they feel they win. They win. You can't fight that. You can't fight that. Woman calling 3 radio shows. She's talking me. When Kamala was in office, old people used to get money. When Kamala was in office, people used to get medicine for their eye. Medicine for your eye? We spending $60 billion and you counting government's performance by medicine for your eye. We spent $50 billion on healthcare in the last 10 years. And you think it's Kamala give you medicine for your eye? Come on, man. What am I supposed to do with that? Cognitive dissonance. Alan, you're not wrong. But it's worse than that. Somebody just post, he's a PNN Indian. Go with that one, bro. Do like Darrell Duku. You'll get a bag of money. If you're black, join the UNC. If you're Indian, join the PNM. And you'll get paid. Kezia say, I underestimate how dotish Trinidadians are. You see, that's the problem, like Kezia. You and I both know, if we were to be honest, that you take the average Trinidadian and you drop him anywhere else in the world and they thrive. So, what do I tell? Whole day, all I posting is they have a song. And I was just posting chorus after chorus, verse after verse, with every picture that you send. Every picture that they send. Just remind me of this. Jump high, wind down low, and wave your manifesto. Ramage. Come, let me ramage. A fella now post and stand up TNT. Let me do him get into them conversations before I get vexed. But I want me vexed. That's what he posts. I would not have cared if the government of the day came into power and everything remained the exact same. Now that's a stupid line by itself. And showing you where this PNM education, how broken our people are. But what really gets me is that they made things harder for the average Trini person by removing subsidies, cutting jobs, taking away food cards, cutting educational programs, and thus causing a chain reaction that affects everyone, which among other things includes crime and poverty. So what he is saying, without saying it, is that he wish he had a PNM government that was doing UNC policies. How is that not racism? How is it not racism? What else was it? What else you voting on? I don't get all it wrong. I don't get all it wrong at all. Me, not thinking outside the box. Holy Fort Phil, 2025 could be a time when you're mad or what? Mad is mad or they're mad? Mad. I'll tell you why. There are plenty things in this world I want to see. They have a series on TV called Ancient Aliens. I am a fan of that show. And it shows you all of these places all around the world. I want to go and see it. I never wanted to be in politics. I'm happy that we have a good team. Felicia Holder as acting political leader, Richard Blaze as chairman, Shari Wilson as party organizer, Sean Sunarayan as deputy chair. We have a real good team. Come out and support the party. I'm not running for nothing. Nothing. But all the policies are there and I will help them and I will push and promote them and guide them and whatever I can do. But I'm not interested in any post in Trinidad and Tobago anymore. And I know my PRO, Janice Lemon Creaky, doesn't like that I say that. But it's my truth. I never got into this for any job. As I keep saying, there's nothing the government have that I want. I don't want a blue light, I don't want a shortcut, I don't want a contract, nothing. Nothing. I remember I had a property that had some people that needed a easement. And I went to speak to the government when Kamala was in power. And I went to speak to Stacey Rupnarayan. And Stacey Rupnarayan had me like a jackass coming and going, coming and going. It cost $250,000 to bill and I bill it myself. I never need anything from these people. And the fact that I went back and forth to that meeting make me feel dirty. I will never do that again with any government in this country. You have to be willing in Trinidad and Tobago to be in the Kakada and the Bacchanal. I'm not in that. I have no interest in your kickback and your kick front and all them kind of shit. I want an easy life, right? And I don't think that me being involved in that Bacchanal will give me that. All the calypso, all the soca, we did it every night. We had live videos every night, thousands of comments, hundreds of thousands of views. Everybody had a good time. We talked some good shit. But the truth of the matter is, I do not know if Trinidad could wake up before the collapse. They're going to teeth it out. They're going to teeth it out. And they're going to fall down around here. And they will go and they will sit down with their family in America and Canada and England and France and wherever they go. And they will follow you and all your who was friend and family. And commiserate, boy, can't believe Trinidad gets so hard. I said I send a message here. Sorry about that. Derek. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, are a blessed people. Trinidad as a nation is one of the most blessed countries in the world. Trinidad, right now, with all that wrong with it, could be right in 5 years. Trinidad have nothing wrong accept its people. And we gotta take responsibility for that. We gotta own it. We gotta own it. We have to accept that we spoil it. Christine O'Sign said we have to fight for it. Christine, darling, with all the love in my heart, I want to tell you, if you were in Trinidad, if you weren't in a first world country, and all of the foreign-based Trinis who go abroad and get settled in foreign countries, who have lives in first world developed nations and still look back to Trinidad, I love all of you. I don't think you all could understand the respect I have for you all. That you're like, Helen is in Switzerland. Switzerland is like the pinnacle of life in the world. You're in Switzerland and you're fighting up to try and help fix Trinidad and Tobago. I respect every single one of you. All of you foreign-based Trinis who got out of this nasty shithole, third world, cesspool, failed nation, banana republic, narco state, and still trying to help it. I respect all of you. You have my undying respect. But I want to tell you, we are outnumbered. We are outnumbered. The people to make the decision don't give a shit. Trinidad. Trinidad, I'm frightened for Trinidad. Honestly. The kind of things that went on in this country. I mean, the bandits, the real gang leaders posing. You ever feel gold, that amount of gold that they be wearing? That is a workout. Wearing that much gold. It's like going to the gym and picking up 20 pounds and saying I go walk around on this whole day. And they're just showing off their success. Crime pays in Trinidad and Tobago. Crime pays. Crime pays from the top down. Rowley moving with a small bunch of people there that real thiefing, boy. The real thiefing. Talk to a lawyer and he's telling me about all the ways you could do private prosecutions and Philip, you're the man, you could do this and this. I know. If not me, then who? There have plenty people, guys. There have plenty people. I remember watching an episode of House, and this woman, she was a scientist and a researcher who was researching a cure for cancer, and she just stopped and she went on to pursue chef school and music, and she said she got fed up. She got fed up. That's how I feel. I don't want to fight and argue with nobody. I mean, arguing with this jackass Simon Ho today, I don't even know him. And just arguing with him on Facebook because there are people in my families ask me, and they've been asking me for years, is this the best use of your mind and your life? I want to be able to say that I tried. I want to be able to say that as a citizen, when I look back, I know that I gave back a lot and I could be comfortable. Nicholas Jaikaran, you trying to make the X-Men. You organize all the people you want, bro. I safe. I good. The team we assembled in the PEP didn't need to add anybody to it. They're incredibly capable. And I'm having that conversation about add this one and add that one. This is not a payla we making. You find people who are very capable, who are civic-minded and patriotic. Look at this team who risked all of this victimization, all that drama. Tobago. Tobagoans is a different breed. They don't think this part of Trinidad and Tobago. Give them a chance, they take independence tomorrow. I can't help a nation that has this as a prime minister and cool with it. I can't help a nation that suffered through 5 years of Kamala and that marauding bunch and thinking that that is an option. I can't. I swear, I love my country. I love my country. If ever I leave Trinidad and Tobago, it will be the hardest decision I am ever going to have to make. Because I love Trinidad and Tobago. Love it. Love my country. I could tell you everything about it. I know so much about it. And I enjoyed growing up in Trinidad and Tobago. Y'all just need a financier. Cedric Kimlaws, the PEP team is excellent. Y'all just need a financier. What do you think you need a financier for? To rent crowds at public meetings, to pay the media and bribe people? It's not supposed to be so. We're doing it how it is actually supposed to be done. Not beholding to any financier. 20-something public meetings, over 60 weekly meetings, talking to the people one-on-one. Lucky you can leave, Philip. Teresa, that doesn't mean that I am leaving. I am saying if ever I leave, you could get married and go. I'll see how the fellas will be tracking you. Jean-Claude, Tobago cannot survive on their own. Jean-Claude, most of the natural gas in Trinidad and Tobago is in Tobago's territorial waters, if you didn't know. That Tobago could more than survive on its own. Tobago could have a better economy than Barbados. I am not saying to anybody to go. But if you hear my words, I'm saying, I mean, I have to watch videos that I make. These little UNC pissants, Alan Karim and crew, have to take my video, chop it up, reorganize the words to say something different, put it out there as buzz alert and get 25,000 views. What am I doing? Again, people asking, is this the best use of your mind and your life and your time? Everybody on this thread that know me, that talk to me, is tell you, I am the most reluctant person who trying to leave something. Rudy Curry and I bounce up in the drugstore and talk for an hour. Everybody seems to want a better country. I just don't know if Speed Hunters, I am doing no Facebook Live from Canada. If I do Facebook Live from Canada or from wherever, it's to say, look at how our first world nation works. And I said that today, you know. All of all the foreign news Chinese, foreign news, all the foreign-based Chinese, you know what they should do? All they should be rubbing with face in it every day. Every time you turn on your tap and they have water, go live. Say, look, every time. When you drive up to your child's school, show them what a school looks like. Walking in the hallway, walking in the classroom. Show them. When you go to the hospital, they go think you're in Westmall or you're in Hyatt. Show them what the hospital look like. When you're walking through the mall and people walking up there and tell you, sample this, take this, taste this, drink this. You buy one of these, I give you the next one free. Show them that. I know. I don't know, but I said to bring you water. Drop it, then you see me bang them down. Water going, blowing all over the town. Water going, busting like a fresh dollar. Water going, man in front and man behind. Water going, na 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 na. Saturday at noon, the PEP has its weekly meeting at Stanmore Avenue. You all should come down, spread the word. Also, the following on Facebook. If you want to be in the loop as to what's going on my page, there is a thing when next to where friend is, to add friend, or if we're friends, that you can click on and make sure that there's a little tick next to following, so that you could be getting everything live and direct, because they're working hard to block it. So anyway, it's like that. Saturday at noon, 19 Stanmore. The PEP team will be there. Come out in your numbers. All of you who foreign based, if you think that they're doing a good job and you would like to help them, send some money. Satish, Dilwood, Ali G, Felicia, they're all good people. Kenneth, they're all fighting hard. Carla Jean, Helen, they're all working real hard. Anne-Marie, it's a brilliant, good team of people. Chantal Mondi asked if I'm going to be there only if you promise to bring a grilled cheese sandwich for me. Toasted and grilled cheese. If you promise, Chantal, I will be there. So I'm waiting for you to type the word yes. And I want you to buy it. I want you to make it for me. Yeah, this Saturday at noon, 19 Stanmore Avenue. Spread the word, bring out your numbers. Bring out the people in the numbers. And go on the page, please, my page, and click following so that we could, so that you could be in the loop. Yeah? Chantal, give me 2 smiley face. I want my grilled cheese sandwich. I'll be there on Saturday. Don't come with your hands swinging. Right? So, country flat out today. Everywhere is a lagoon. The man who tell all you to live in lagoon, he's the Attorney General now. I am a roti man. I will always be a roti man. But they have times for grilled cheese. Yeah? Anyway, Trinidad and Tobago. All the very best. Stay safe. See you Saturday.